Discover how a millionaire's incredible act in a snowstorm transformed two twins' lives forever. The snowstorm outside howled like a wild animal, rattling the windows of the modest apartment Emma and Jake shared with their mother in Denver. They huddled together on the couch, the heat barely keeping the chill at bay. It should have been a fun snow day, yet their minds raced with heavier thoughts. College, something they both dreamed of, felt like a distant star slipping further away each day. Their mother worked tirelessly as a waitress at the local diner, scraping together just enough to cover rent and groceries. The twins shared a pit of worry that twisted in their stomachs. They couldn't help but wonder if they would ever escape their financial struggles. As the wind whipped against the walls, Jake glanced at Emma, their eyes filled with unspoken fears. "What if we don't get to go to college?" he murmured, a tremor in his voice. What if we're stuck here forever?" Emma's heart sank. She opened her mouth to reassure him, but the words lodged in her throat. She shared the same anxiety, the same crushing weight. Miles away, Nathaniel Wells, a millionaire who used his wealth to fund charities yet avoided the spotlight, sat trapped in his luxury sedan. Caught in the unexpected storm, he felt the ache of solitude gnaw at him, despite the opulence surrounding him. All the success he had clawed for felt hollow in moments like these. Life had become a cycle of business meetings and lonely dinners. Just as despair settled in Nathaniel's chest, the engine sputtered ominously and then died. He cursed under his breath. As he stepped outside, the cold air bit into his skin, and he noticed two figures near a bus stop, their thin jackets barely offering protection against the frigid winds. Emma and Jake. Panic gripped their faces as they shivered, leaving Nathaniel with an unsettling sense of familiarity. The struggles of their youth flashed before his eyes. He recognized that familiar hurt, the kind of hurt he thought he'd long buried. Without thinking, Nathaniel approached. "You two look like you could use some help," he said, gesturing to his car. Emma's startled gaze met his, full of mistrust and surprise. What was a millionaire doing in a storm, offering help to them? For a moment, the twins exchanged a doubtful glance. Should they accept? Was this too good to be true? Yet the biting cold pushed them into a choice. They climbed into the car, unsure of what awaited them next. "Before we continue, I need to tell you about something important that's happening. YouTube has been making changes to the system, and many people are losing notifications from channels they follow. If you're enjoying the content, click the bell and mark all notifications so you don't miss the next videos. And if you can leave a like, it really helps with reach. Seriously, it makes a difference. Oh, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I'm always curious to know who's on the other side of the screen. Now, let's continue. Nathaniel's mansion enveloped them upon entry. Its wealth and warmth contrasted sharply with their own home. They sat wide-eyed in the elegant library, hot chocolate in hand, gradually exchanging cautious words with their unexpected host. Nathaniel shared stories of his past, of struggles against immense odds, echoing their own fears in ways they didn't expect. The flicker of hope he ignited in them was quickly shadowed by a pang of embarrassment. The opulence around them felt like a spotlight on everything they lacked. As they listened, an insistent urge to hide their own background swirled inside them. Could they be friends with someone like him? Emma swallowed hard, wishing her embarrassment would evaporate like the steam from her mug. She wanted to shout out that they were more than their situations, that they had dreams. Jake, buoyed by the warmth of their surroundings, suggested starting a community tutoring group while Emma dreamt of her bakery. But as the conversation shifted, Nathaniel leaned in closer. "Don't let anyone tell your worth is tied to your wallet," he urged, and the words struck fiercely. The twins felt the reality hit them. How had they internalized such burdens? What happened next left them breathless as an heirloom emerged from Nathaniel's pocket, an unexpected connection to a past they barely understood.
Shock raced through them, tangling admiration with uncertainty. Could they defy expectations, redefine their futures, or would the lingering weight of their circumstances hold them back? The storm outside faded into whispers, but within them, tensions escalated, leaving them teetering on a precipice of possibility. Emma's heart raced, the heirloom glimmering under the chandelier's soft light. It was an ornate, silver locket, engraved with intricate designs that had surely been lovingly crafted. Nathaniel's voice reverberated in their minds, echoing his sentiment that their worth wasn't defined by their financial situations. Yet here he was, extending a piece of his past, a reminder of family and legacy. "What's the story behind this?" Jake asked, his curiosity overcoming his hesitance. Nathaniel's expression softened, his eyes reflecting the struggles and triumphs of his past. "This belonged to my grandmother. She faced trials far greater than anything I've ever encountered. Yet she always believed in the power of resilience and hard work. She taught me that our worth comes from our actions and integrity, not our bank accounts." As he spoke, Emma felt a surge of inspiration. Perhaps they weren't so different from Nathaniel after all. Maybe his story was a blueprint for them, an invitation to redefine what their futures could look like. "What do you want for your futures?" Nathaniel pressed gently. The question hung in the air, thick with expectancy. Emma exchanged a glance with Jake, both feeling the weight of their dreams. The bakery Emma dreamed of could bring joy and comfort to others, while Jake had always pictured opening a community center, a safe haven for
kids in their neighborhood. "I want to open my bakery and help people feel at home with my food," Emma finally confessed, a tremor of honesty layering her voice. "And I want to create a space for kids to learn and grow. I want them to know they have potential, no matter where they come from," Jake added, squeezing Emma's hand, their shared ambition tying them closer together. Nathaniel leaned back in his chair, scrutinizing their faces, a thoughtful smile tugging at his lips. "Those are beautiful dreams, but they need structure, support, and most importantly, belief in yourselves. That's the first step." In that moment, a flicker of clarity sparked within Emma. She realized that she had been waiting for someone else to give her permission to pursue her dreams. The locket in Nathaniel's palm was more than just a family heirloom. It was a reminder that even great things traveled uncertain paths. "Tell me what it takes to start," she said, her voice steady with newfound determination. Nathaniel's expression shifted, a glint of pride reflecting in his eyes. "You've already taken the first step by voicing your dreams. Now let's strategize. I can introduce you to people in the industry, help you draft business plans, and provide mentorship. But you must be ready to put in the hard work and learn from failures." A rush of excitement coursed through Emma, the prospect of mentorship igniting a fire deep within her. This was not just about escaping their circumstances, it was about rising above them. Each hurdle could become a stepping stone instead of a boundary. Jake's eyes sparkled with the same fervor. "What if we create a hybrid model, combining the bakery with the community center? They could work together for mutual benefit." Nathaniel nodded, impressed by their collaborative spirit. "Now you're thinking like entrepreneurs. Planning is essential, but execution is where the magic happens." As they exchanged ideas and brainstormed contingencies for their dual venture, Emma felt the foundations of their futures cementing beneath them. Yet a lingering doubt nagged at her. Could they really navigate this new world with its complexities and requirements? The evening wore on, filled with animated discussions, laughter, and flickers of hope. Each shared aspiration tethered them closer to Nathaniel, intertwining their paths in inexplicable ways. But beneath that growth lay a haunting question. Could they sustain it when the inevitable challenges emerged? As the clock ticked on, they felt the seduction of possibility and the weight of reality pressing on them. Would they stand firm against the storm that awaited them, or would they allow their fraught pasts to dictate their future? The unsettling tranquility wrapped around them, leaving a pregnant pause in the air, the kind that foreshadowed inevitable trials. They had embarked on a journey that felt momentous, but the pivotal test was yet to come. Emma took a deep breath, ready to dive into their new reality, fully aware that it could demand everything of them. Suddenly, stepping back into the blizzarding storm outside seemed almost comforting compared to the unknown terrain ahead. But as they settled into their ambitious plans, a shadow loomed over the horizon. Was that the distant echo of doubt, the kind that whispered failures or past rejections, waiting to unravel them at the seams? The moment of truth arrived. Could they transform their shared vulnerability into unwavering resolve? Or would the weight of their pasts come crashing down just as they stood on the brink of expansion? The next move held a tension that ignited their fears and anticipation alike. Adventure was calling, and the stakes had never felt higher. The days that followed their conversation with Nathaniel were a whirlwind of activity for Emma. Each morning, she awoke with a sense of purpose that felt foreign yet exhilarating. The bakery concept, the darling dream that had once seemed a mere fantasy, began to take shape amidst consumed notebooks and fervent discussions with Jake. With the framework of Nathaniel's guidance, they set out to explore every possibility. Yet another jolt of doubt grated against her resolve. What did it really mean to be a business owner? As they doodled sketches of the bakery layout, Emma couldn't help but visualize a line of eager customers. The thought of serving smiles alongside pastries filled her with warmth, yet the image was shot through with shadows of resistance. Her meager savings seemed insurmountable against the burgeoning expectations of running a business. One evening, Emma found herself pacing the small living room, running through the numbers in her mind as if reciting lyrics to a haunting song. Jake, planted on the couch, glanced up, noting the tension etched on her brow. "Are you okay?" he asked, concern transforming his features. "Are we really ready for this?" she said, her voice a mere whisper. "I feel like we're running headfirst into a storm without a map." "We're building a map," Jake countered, standing up. "We just need to carve it out piece by piece." As Jake's voice rose, Emma felt an internal tumult, a war between her aspirations and her fears. The doubts seemed to multiply, chasing her thoughts like shadows in the twilight. How could she handle the challenges, registrations, permits, suppliers? What if they failed? Jake, sensing her uncertainty, pressed on. "We've got Nathaniel looking out for us. He's not just handing us a dream, we've got his support, his experience." His words echoed the affirmation that Nathaniel's mentorship had ignited in her, yet the specter of inadequacy loomed. Emma considered the likelihood of failure, old patterns of emotional defeat resurfacing. Hadn't they learned quickly that raising hopes only for them to crumble to dust felt infinitely worse? But what if they succeeded? In her heart, she clung to a notion that sparked her imagination. The bakery could symbolize safety, warmth, community. A place for others to remember the comfort of home, perhaps even healing the fractures she felt inside. The following day, she made a decision that altered the course of her journey. She reached out to Nathaniel and asked for a meeting, ready to embrace whatever hard truths and necessary steps he might lay before her. Simultaneously, she gathered her courage for an unexpected confrontation of her own fears. At the meeting, Nathaniel listened intently as she voiced her concerns. "I feel like I'm standing at the edge of a precipice, and I have no idea how deep the chasm goes." Nathaniel's gaze softened, understanding evident in his eyes. "You're not standing at the edge, Emma. You've got the skills to fly. But you must prepare for turbulence. Emotionally and practically, it will be a ride." "But what if I crash?" she countered, her pulse quickening at the thought. "The real risk lies in not trying. You'll miss out on discovering who you can become," Nathaniel urged, his voice steady and firm. "You have to trust you will navigate through it." As she absorbed his words, a flicker of determination ignited within her. She began to see the potential in the unknown terrain, where opportunity danced just out of reach. A marketing plan to formulate, recipes to refine, a customer base to cultivate. With each passing moment, she recognized the innate qualities she had overlooked: resilience and creativity. Jake stood beside her, mirroring her resolve. They left that meeting overflowing with fresh ideas, an actionable strategy that signaled the tangible start of their bakery's bakery. Meanwhile, the clouds of apprehension still loomed, but Emma felt less enslaved by their shadows. The fear might remain, but it would no longer define her. Yet, lurking in the corners of her thoughts, another challenge awaited. They needed funds, not just a plan. Would it come from family, loans, or finding investors? With the hints of self-doubt creeping back in, she couldn't shake the feeling that their next steps would demand sacrifices beyond mere dollars and cents. As they returned home, the evening settled around them like a cocoon, heavy with possibility and trepidation. Emma's heart drummed a passionate rhythm, racing toward the unknown. A plan was taking shape, but could they weather the storm of funding and support necessary to realize their dreams? In the lingering quiet, doubts morphed into a formidable opponent. Could they muster the fortitude to confront the financial challenges looming ahead? Emma sensed that an inevitable confrontation with her reality was brewing, and it would test not only their plans, but their very identities as aspiring entrepreneurs. Emma sat with her laptop propped open, staring blankly at spreadsheets filled with numbers that felt like an intricate web of her fears and aspirations. She had sketched out the expenses, plotted out potential revenue, and even crafted a timeline for the bakery's grand opening. But all of it seemed far removed from the dream she had envisioned. The stark reality of financing pressed down on her. What if their efforts were for nothing? Jake, who had been researching funding options, glanced up to see Emma's furrowed brow. "You know, there are grants available for small businesses, especially those in the food industry. We could look into that." His voice cut through her vortex of anxiety, yet a flash of doubt flickered in her mind. "Do we qualify?" Emma's reply came tinged with skepticism, laden with the weight of her insecurities. What if our application gets rejected? It's just more disappointment. Or it's a step toward our bakery, Jake shot back, his enthusiasm unshaken. We have to at least try. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We get turned down? The possibility stung. Emma felt the looming specter of failure wrapping around her like a thick fog. But Jake's optimism was infectious, igniting a flicker of resolve within her. Maybe this time would be different. Maybe the effort could bear fruit. "Okay," she agreed, her voice steadier than she felt. "Let's put together a proposal." As they dove into the task, Emma felt a surge of determination. Sifting through countless websites, they compiled their vision, aiming to articulate what the bakery would bring to the community. It evolved from a simple dream to a purposeful mission, a place that fostered relationships over freshly baked bread. Yet with every word they crafted, a nagging question gnawed at Emma. How were they true representations of what they proposed to create? Could they really embody the spirit of a business dedicated to community if they hadn't yet navigated the maze of funding? "Trust the process," she whispered to herself repeatedly, as if reciting a mantra. Each passing hour saw her assembling materials and research, uncovering grants, loans, and even potential investors. The more she learned, the more she realized this journey demanded more than passion. It required a mastery of business concepts she had yet to grasp. Late one night, sitting at the dining table, Emma paused as awareness dawned. The deadline for grant submissions loomed like a storm cloud on the horizon. Would they find the tenacity to complete their proposal in time? As the weight of her revelations settled in, she could feel the tension creeping back, the fear of inadequacy flickering like embers in her chest. "I can't do this," she muttered, her heart racing as she battled the thought. Yet the mere act of voicing her fears made the weight feel a fraction lighter. Jake, overhearing her struggle, turned.
Emma, you're more capable than you think. You've got potential that will shine through in the proposal. Remember that you're not alone in this. We're a team." His words washed over her like a calming tide, inspiring her once more. Maybe this journey wasn't about knowing every single step. It was about embracing the uncertainty, leaning into it, and ensuring that they moved forward together, regardless of the hurdles. As she sat staring at the flickering screen, something shifted in her mind. Instead of fear, Emma felt an ember of defiance grow within her. She was ready to confront whatever came their way. With renewed vigor, they threw their energy into refining their grant proposal, meeting deadlines, and gathering documents.
Support from family and friends. Emma realized that as they built their proposal, they were also building a foundation of faith in their bakery, in themselves, and in each other. But just as they reached what Emma thought was solid ground, a message popped up on her phone. A notification detailing a local bakery that had just announced it was closing its doors. A pang of uncertainty flashed through her. What did that mean for them? Was there space for new beginnings amidst the echoes of failure? The stakes felt higher all at once. This wasn't just about funding. It was about timing, competition, and proving to the world and to themselves that they belonged in that space. The challenges ahead were formidable, and she could almost feel the tide shifting. With heart pounding and adrenaline coursing through her veins, Emma knew that their next move could define not only their bakery, but their identities as entrepreneurs. The moment of action was approaching, and she could either embrace the uncertainty or let it swallow her whole. Would they dare push forward against the odds? Would they face competition head-on, or would fear pull them back into the shadows of doubt? The answers awaited just beyond their next step, one that would demand more courage than they had ever summoned before. Emma felt the impending reality draw near, and she braced herself, wondering what the unfolding storm might reveal. The morning light filtered through the window, casting stripes of warmth over Emma's hastily assembled notes. A tight knot of anxiety twisted in her stomach, each tick of the clock amplifying the urgency of their deadline. She forced herself to breathe deeply, to counter the rising tide of self-doubt threatening to pull her under. The local bakery's closure hovered at the back of her mind, the thought mingling with the numbing pressure to complete their grant proposal. Jake, who had persisted by her side, rifled through the stack of papers. His unwavering belief in their vision was both a comfort and an enigma to Emma. "What do you think we should focus on next?" he asked, brushing a hand through his hair. She sighed. "We have to highlight our connection to the community. If we can show that we understand our potential customers, we might stand out." The words sounded rehearsed, yet the sincerity behind them stirred something within her. For too long, she had felt trapped, a passive observer in her own life. "What makes your bakery different?" Jake pressed, tilting his head inquisitively. Emma paused, steeling herself against the instinct to downplay her dreams. "It's not just about the baked goods. It's about creating a place where people feel welcomed. I want them to know that this bakery is born from a love for the craft and the community." A spark ignited in Jake's eyes. "That's it. Let's weave your passion throughout the whole proposal. If you lead with your story, it'll resonate with the grant committee." As they began revising their proposal, Emma threw herself into the task with renewed fervor. She recounted her childhood memories of baking with her grandmother, the flour dust settling like a memory in the air. Every recipe had a story, a weaving of hearts and harmonies. But insecurities clawed at her from the corners of her mind. What if they couldn't turn passion into a profitable venture? Would the grant be an affirmation or just another rejection etched onto her list of failures? "Emma?" Jake's tone brought her back to the present. "What's going on?" "Just a lot to think about." She felt exposed, battling the nagging doubts that gnawed at her confidence. "What if we fail? What if they laugh at our proposal?" "Then we adjust," he exclaimed. "This isn't just about money. It's about proving we have what it takes. Each setback is another lesson."
His words wrapped around her like a lifeline, spurring her resolve. Emma realized she needed to confront not only the fears surrounding their business, but the doubts that had lingered in her own mind since she ventured into this storm. With a newfound sense of purpose, she decided to take action, not just in the proposal, but in her own growth. "We should practice pitching this," Emma suggested, her voice steadier than before. "If we can't convince each other, how will we convince anyone else?" Each practice session peeled back layers of her anxiety, revealing the passion and belief she truly held deep within. As she spoke her vision aloud, it began to crystallize. This was more than just a bakery. It was a sanctuary, a project crafted with intention and care. Their momentum carried them through revisions, and they fine-tuned every line until it felt authentic. Time blurred as the proposal transformed from a technical document into something deeply personal. It was a reflection of their journey, a testament to their struggle and triumph. As they prepared to submit, Emma's heart raced with a mix of hope and fear. The weight of the moment pressed down on her. Would this signify the beginning of their dream or another chapter of disappointment? But in that moment, she acknowledged the metamorphosis she had undergone. Beyond preparing a proposal, she had rediscovered her voice, the voice of a creator ready to forge her own path. Just as she hit send on the application, her phone chimed with a text notification. An alert flashed on the screen about an upcoming pitch competition for local entrepreneurs offering significant funding and mentorship. A mixture of excitement and dread surged within her. Was she ready to enter another arena? Jake caught the glimmer in her eye, instantly recognizing the conflict brewing beneath the surface. "Let's go for it," he said confidently. "It'll be a chance to prove to ourselves what we can accomplish." Emma nodded slowly, the tension from before morphing into a palpable thrill. Stepping onto the stage was daunting, but maybe embracing the fear was the very challenge she had been waiting for. As they prepared to navigate yet another unknown, she felt the fire within her grow, igniting her spirit with possibilities waiting to unfold. What would it take to rise up and shine in the face of competition? Would this be the push they needed, or would the weight of expectation hold them down? The questions hung in the air as she steeled herself for their next leap into the unknown. As days passed since they submitted the grant proposal, Emma found herself oscillating between hope and uncertainty. The pitch competition loomed closer, a blend of opportunity and pressure weighing heavily on her shoulders. Each moment spent preparing sparked a war within her. One part exhilaration at the thought of their vision stepping into the light, the other drowning in self-doubt. In the quiet of the afternoon, Emma sat at a cafe, her notebook open, yet blank. The world bustled around her, but in that moment the cacophony faded, leaving her alone with her thoughts. What if she stumbled over her words? What if her passion didn't translate to the judges? She recoiled at the thought, grasping the edges of her notebook as it felt like her clenched fists were her only comfort. Would she once again prove to be just another dreamer, incapable of grasping the opportunities in front of her? "Hey," Jake's voice broke through the haze, pulling her from the depths of her internal spiral. "You look like you've just seen a ghost." "I can't stop second-guessing myself," she admitted quietly. "Am I really cut out for this? What if they don't see the value in what we're creating?" The weight of her insecurities felt unbearable, each sentence swelling with frustration at herself. "Emma, remember why we're doing this," Jake said, his intensity sharpening. "This isn't just about winning a competition. This is your chance to share your story. You have a vision, and it matters. You matter." His words lingered, stirring a shift within her. It was true. This journey had been fueled by something deeper than a mere desire for success. It was about the passion that lived within her, the memories of laughter in kitchens filled with flour and sugar, the joy of creation. "Okay," she took a deep breath, a flicker of determination igniting within her. "I need to get back to my roots. I have a story to tell, and I need to own it." Emboldened, Emma dedicated herself to a new series of practice sessions. Each rehearsal was met with increasing clarity. The message no longer felt like an obligation. It transformed into a purpose rooted in authenticity. She infused her memories into each practice, speaking about her grandmother's love for baking, the lessons learned through imperfections, and what it truly meant to create a welcoming space. Yet as the day of the pitch grew nearer, the looming fear returned. The competitive atmosphere threatened to suffocate her enthusiasm. How would she turn that childhood yearning into a present reality? Emma needed to face a harsh truth. She was terrified of rejection, of exposing her deepest
Aspirations only to have them dismissed. During one intense practice, Jake noticed her hesitance. "What's holding you back?" His directness was both a challenge and a comfort. I'm afraid," she confessed, clenching the podium as if it would ground her. "I fear they'll judge any flaw, and all of this will become just another failure if it doesn't work out." Jake considered her words carefully. "But what if you look at it differently? You're not selling perfection, you're selling your journey. Show them the real you. Those flaws are part of your story. Own them." His suggestion resonated profoundly within her. The realization dawned that her imperfections weren't liabilities. They were the foundation that could resonate with others, the very essence of what they were building. The night before the pitch competition, Emma sat again with her notes, not merely rehearsing, but finally internalizing her story. The confidence she craved emerged through a willingness to be vulnerable. This time, there was no unrealistic pursuit of perfection, just a desire to connect, to inspire. As she closed the notebook, she felt a rare spark of excitement, rooted in authenticity rather than anticipation. She was ready to step onto the stage, not just as a participant, but as a proud creator embracing her journey. The next morning, the air buzzed with energy, but deep within her, she clung to the newfound clarity that had pushed her from doubt into resolve. However, standing at the foot of the stage, heart pounding, she couldn't escape the rising question. Would this moment validate her growth, or would she falter in the spotlight? Just then, a voice echoed through the chaos. "Next up, Emma." The world around her surged. It was time to face the moment she had been building towards. Would she crumble under the weight of expectation, or would this challenge become the catalyst for her true ascent? Emma stepped onto the stage, her heart racing as the bright lights flooded her vision. Each step felt heavy with purpose, each breath a reminder of the journey that brought her here. The uncertainty, the doubt, it all melted away for a moment as she focused on the faces before her, the judges poised to hear the story she had rehearsed countless times. This was her moment. She approached the podium, hands gripping its edges, grounding herself. The moment stretched, yet it felt exhilarating. She could almost hear her grandmother's laughter, smell the sugary aroma of fresh pastries wafting through their small kitchen. The memories grounded her. They reminded her of her passion, which had initially fueled her desire to come this far. As she began to speak, the words flowed with a new rhythm, one that felt both powerful and authentic. "Thank you for this opportunity. Today, I'm not just presenting a proposal. I'm sharing a piece of my heart." The sound of her voice surprised her, steady and resonating with the echoes of her past. With every sentence, she wove in her story, the messy flower-covered counters, the countless failures replaced by joyous creations. Rather than presenting a polished product, she embraced her failures as stepping stones. "Every burnt cookie taught me resilience. Every failed cake encouraged me not to give up. These experiences shaped my vision for a space where others can feel at home in their imperfections." As she glanced at the judges, she noticed a flicker of engagement in their expressions. Encouragement ignited a flame within her. This wasn't about competition, but connection. The story transcended her doubts, binding her past with the present. Yet, moments of anxiety pierced through her newfound confidence. What if they didn't see the passion behind her words? What if her vulnerabilities, disguised as strengths, fell flat? This fear clawed at her, nearly interrupting her flow. But then she recalled Jake's words, "Show them the real you." She inhaled deeply, again reclaiming her narrative. Halfway through her presentation, she sensed the energy in the room shift. The judges were leaning in, watching intently. Thinking on her feet, she decided to share a personal anecdote. "One year, my grandmother's famous pie didn't turn out as planned. I took it to the family gathering, afraid of the judgment. Instead of ridicule, I found laughter, warmth, and understanding. We all savored that imperfect pie together. It taught me that connection lies in our shared flaws." The judges exchanged glances, and she continued, no longer detached from her fears. Instead, she embraced them. "That's what this project is about, a space for everyone where we can reinvent what it means to create, together." Emma felt liberated. Every word she spoke was a piece of her weaving its way back home. As she drew toward her conclusion, she expressed her vision more clearly, speaking of community, laughter, the joy of creation amidst failure. She was no longer an imposter. She had become the embodiment of her project. With a final surge of confidence, she thanked the audience. "Thank you for the privilege of sharing my journey. I hope you feel the warmth in your hearts that I felt over those flower-covered counters." As she stepped away from the podium, a mix of exhilaration and fear whirled inside her. Had she truly connected? Had she conveyed her authentic self? The reception was still vague, and she felt exposed under the judge's scrutiny, equal parts hope and trepidation hanging in the air. When the applause erupted, it felt like a weight lifted, but it only fueled another question in Emma's mind. Would this affirmation translate into tangible support for her dream, or was she still merely a dreamer hiding in the shadows of reality? As she stood imagining the future, she heard the judges' voices calling for her return, tinged with a gravity she hadn't anticipated. What lay ahead promised to redefine the outcome of her journey, and uncertainty clawed at her once again, fierce and hungry. Emma took a deep breath as she approached the judges again, each step feeling heavier than the last. They sat a semicircle, their expressions unreadable, yet she could sense the undercurrent of expectation. She fought the urge to fidget, focusing on the task at hand. She had opened herself up, revealed her vulnerabilities. Now, what would be the result of that leap? One of the judges, an older woman with silver-streaked hair and piercing eyes, spoke first. "Emma, your presentation was truly heartfelt. You brought us along on your journey. But can you elaborate on how you plan to implement this vision practically? What will the space look like, and how will you ensure it thrives?" The question struck her like lightning, igniting both excitement and fear. She had stumbled upon a critical moment. This was not just about storytelling. It demanded a clarity of vision that could be translated into action. Could she transform her passion into a tangible reality? "The space will be vibrant," she began, her mind racing to the images she had conjured. "I imagine a cafe with an open kitchen where people can bake together. There will be communal tables for sharing meals, a wall adorned with photos of the creations made by the guests. Workshops where we can not only learn techniques, but share our failures too, celebrating them as part of the process." As she spoke, she could feel a shift in the way the judges engaged with her. She caught glimmers of recognition in their eyes, and a softening in their expressions. The balance of excitement pushed her to continue. "I plan to host weekly events featuring local personalities to share their stories of failure and resilience, reinforcing that it's okay to stumble as we grow. This is a community space, not just a business idea." She felt more grounded now. Her words began to flow effortlessly, infused with newfound conviction. The memories of her grandmother's bustling kitchen echoed warmly in her mind, a reminder of the impact communal cooking had on their family. She realized that this wasn't solely about her past. It was about instilling hope in others through authentic connections. The older judge nodded thoughtfully, yet her expression remained serious. "That's a compelling vision, Emma, but what is your plan for funding? How will you attract people to foster this community you describe?" Emma's heart sank momentarily.
Funding had always been her greatest concern, a looming shadow she had hoped to evade with her passion alone. But as she looked into the judge's eyes, she felt the demand for transparency. Avoiding this question was not an option. It would undermine all she had articulated. "I've been researching possibilities," she replied, steadier now, yet aware of every word. "I'll look for partnerships with local businesses that align with my vision, potentially a crowdfunding campaign to help raise initial costs. I also envision leveraging social media to create a buzz around opening events to draw people in." Deep down, she felt a flicker of determination. This was her project, her dream, and she could forge a path forward. These details had haunted her as mere obstacles, but now they stood before her as opportunities to strategize and innovate. The tension in the room shifted as the judges exchanged glances, gauging each other's reactions. Emma held her breath, waiting for feedback. Then the older woman leaned forward, her tone shifting slightly. "I appreciate your honesty, but remember, every great endeavor begins with risk. Are you willing to take that leap?" The question hung in the air, throbbing with potential. Emma's pulse raced. This was a moment of truth. Were her dreams big enough to allow for risk? The weight of unexpected possibilities loomed before her as she contemplated. "Yes," Emma finally answered, her voice steady but infused with emotion. "I'm ready to embrace the risks. It's time to make this vision a reality." In that moment, she could feel the muscles of her resolve tighten around her dreams. But then, an unsettling thought clawed at her. Each leap came with a cost, and this leap could plunge her into waters deeper than she had expected. As she stepped back into uncertainty, she locked eyes with each judge. What other questions awaited her, and would they pull her further into the depths of her aspirations, or reveal weaknesses she hadn't anticipated? The stakes felt higher than ever, and the fear that clutched at her heart now contained a measure of exhilaration. Emma's mind buzzed with possibilities as she exited the judge's room, her breath a mixture of exhilaration and dread. The hallway felt different now. It was as if each step she took distanced her from the past and inched her closer to an unpredictable future. She could still hear the judge's question echoing in her mind. Were her dreams big enough to embrace risk? That evening, once she returned home, she sat at her kitchen table, the soft light illuminating her scattered notes and sketches. With each passing minute, doubt crawled into her thoughts. What if her plans failed? What if she lost the money she couldn't afford to waste? She wrestled with the shadows of her insecurities, the voices of those who had cautioned her to play it safe. Yet, just beneath that storm of uncertainty, a current of determination fueled her resolve. This dream was hers to mold, and she owed it to herself to explore its potential. She pulled a blank sheet of paper toward her, an open canvas where her ideas could flow without restraint. The first stroke was daunting, but as she began to map every aspect of her vision, the open kitchen, communal tables, and vibrant workshops, she lost herself in the process. Each detail represented not merely concept, but action, a tangible way forward that could redefine her path. Her phone buzzed, jolting her from her creative reverie. It was a message from a childhood friend, inviting her to a local entrepreneurship meetup. The idea at first sparked reluctance. Mingling with strangers who seemed far more established than her felt intimidating. Yet, the thought of networking, of seeking guidance from those who had already navigated the treacherous waters of business ownership, ignited a flicker of curiosity. Perhaps this could be the leap toward learning, finding mentors who could illuminate aspects she hadn't considered. Sitting there, she realized that her earlier assumptions about vulnerability had morphed. Embracing risk meant not only accepting her own limitations, but also reaching toward others, forming connections that would bolster her journey. It wasn't an act of weakness, rather, it was an acknowledgement of the intricacies involved in creating something meaningful. With renewed energy, Emma drafted a plan to attend the meetup. She jotted down questions she wanted to pose, not only about funding, but about branding and market outreach, essential pieces she had only skimmed in her previous thoughts. Preparing herself mentally for introductions, she contemplated her own narrative and how to convey her vision succinctly and compellingly. As the day of the meetup approached, she wrestled with a swell of anticipation. The nerves clawed at her stomach. What if she stumbled over her words? What if the questions fell flat? But now she knew that growth never came without discomfort. Each moment spent traversing this uncertainty was an opportunity to gain insights, redefine her approach, and discover strengths she hadn't yet realized she possessed. When she entered the gathering, the hum of conversation enveloped her. Emma scanned the room, eyes landing on a group near the back, animatedly discussing ideas. Taking a deep breath, she ventured toward them, her footsteps fueled by an emerging sense of purpose. The weight of her doubts began to lift with every step she took. Just as she reached the group, a tall man turned to her, and in his eyes she saw an echo of the same determination she felt within herself. "Hi there," he greeted. "You look like you have a burning idea. Care to share?" In that moment, it struck Emma how far she had come, how her leap into risk was woven into each interaction, each new conversation opening doors she never imagined existed. Yet, as she began to share her story, she felt another question brewing within her. What if failure was the very thing she needed to navigate rather than evade? Standing here, she had already taken a leap. But what else awaited her in this journey, and how deeply was she willing to dive into the unknown? The air crackled with possibility, and just beyond the fractals of excitement, she sensed the shadows of threats looming, the fear of misjudgment, of rejection, of feeling inadequate amongst those she admired. Feeling the warmth of engagement, Emma took a moment to contemplate. Perhaps embracing the risk meant more than just a business venture. It might signify unraveling pieces of herself she had kept at bay. Each interaction could unravel a new layer of insecurity or reveal unexpected connections, propelling her toward the deeper purpose that transcended mere entrepreneurial ambition. The question loomed, lingering in the back of her mind. Was she prepared for
The revelations to come, not just about her project, but about herself? With conviction settling in her bones, she nodded to the man, ready to share more, and equally ready to face whatever truths awaited her. As the weeks turned into months, Emma found herself enveloped in a newfound rhythm, a blend of incessant work and exhilarating discovery. The pitch competition was distant now, a fleeting moment that served as a catalyst for something greater. The bakery idea, once a fragile dream, transformed into a tangible blueprint fueled by passion, hard work, and community support. With Jake by her side, they explored their concept in vivid detail, dedicating countless hours to refining their proposal and practices. They established their online presence, engaging with potential customers through social media. Emma learned the intricacies of branding, how to convey warmth and authenticity in everything they posted. She no longer dwelled in doubt, but welcomed challenges as vital stepping stones toward realization. Having developed an understanding of funding avenues, Emma applied for grants and reached out to local businesses for partnerships. The vulnerability she had previously feared became an asset, enabling her to share her journey and rally support. They secured a small grant and interest from a few local investors who believed in their vision of growth not just in profits, but in community impact. One such investor, a retired chef named Rita, was an unexpected source of mentorship and direction. In the evenings spent chatting over coffee, she conveyed her vast industry knowledge, introducing Emma to the nuts and bolts of running a bakery, from sourcing ingredients to dealing with suppliers. Rita's faith in Emma's vision filled a gap Emma hadn't realized was there, the belief that she truly could succeed. As they stood in the empty space they had rented for the bakery, buzzing with potential, Emma took a moment to reflect on the journey that led her here. Each step had tested her resilience. Now she felt fortified with newfound confidence.
The opening day was imminent, and she spotted the interconnectedness of all she had experienced. The lessons surged through her like currents of electricity. With cakes designed and pastries perfected, they hosted a soft launch, inviting friends and family to taste Emma's creations. As she mingled amidst the laughter and compliments, her heart swelled with pride. The flurry of joyous activity echoed around her, people enjoying good food, smiles shared over plates of baked goods, and she realized her vision of building a community space was coming to life. On the grand opening day, as bright sunlight cascaded through the bakery's windows, Emma stood behind the counter facing a line of eager customers. The aroma of freshly baked bread and sweet pastries filled the air, mingling with laughter and conversation. With each interaction, she felt a connection to each patron, a thread binding them to the essence of her dreams. The moment came when she spotted Nathaniel, the billionaire who had believed in her journey from the start. He entered the bakery, bringing an unmistakable
warmth. When he approached the counter, pride radiated from her heart. "I always knew you could do it," he said, admiration lacing his voice. She almost couldn't believe this moment. It was as if her past fears transformed into affirmations. Gratitude coursed through Emma as she handed Nathaniel a pastry. "Thank you for believing in me when I doubted myself. This wouldn't be possible without your support." Looking around at her bustling bakery filled with patrons, Emma felt a surge of accomplishment. Here she was, a business owner, a creator. Her bakery stood not just as a testament to her personal journey, but as a platform for others to share their stories. Each success, every smile, every echo of laughter in the environment encapsulated her transformation. She had turned her vulnerability into strength. It wasn't just about baking, it became an extension of herself. Emma realized she had cultivated resilience, forged connections, and built a community, proving that she could transform challenge into opportunity. She had stood at the precipice of her fears, and instead of being consumed by them, she had taken that leap and soared. Emma enjoyed a moment of silence amid the hustle, a brief pause where she could truly reflect. She was no longer the terrified dreamer in a storm, lost in uncertainty. She was an accomplished entrepreneur, radiating strength, grounded in her identity and mission. As she imagined the bakery's future, she understood that this was just the beginning. She was ready to push boundaries, embrace new challenges, and continually grow. Emma had succeeded, not only in fulfilling her bakery dreams, but in overcoming the internal battles that had once constrained her. In truth, her journey was far from complete. The world outside was full of risks and uncertainties, but now she faced them with confidence. Her past had shaped her, but it was her response to the challenges that defined her. She was more than empowered. She was transformed into a beacon for others navigating their storms. As she left the bakery that evening, Emma felt the glow of satisfaction encompass her fully. She had carved out her place in the world, and the next chapter awaited. It beckoned her forward with endless possibilities. If you're inspired by Emma's remarkable transformation and the power of perseverance, you need to subscribe now to the channel for more exclusive emotional stories. Show your support. Leave a like now to feed the algorithm and help others find this journey. I invite you to comment your reactions and theories about Emma's incredible journey. And don't wait even one more second to share this story with at least 5 friends who need to see this conclusion. Let's spread the inspiration.